Hola, people. Well, hello, Jasmine. Good to see your name. I love seeing your name. I do. I love seeing your face. I love seeing your name. It makes me smile. Welcome, everyone. Hello. How's everyone doing? I am well. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying my time. Um, I went on a little ramble this morning on my Facebook page, and I just want everyone to know, like, when I okay, so I talked about I'm shuffling. I'm shuffling these cards and we're gonna have fun. Just audio today, a little, slides or whatever, but just audio. We'll do this. Let me move in here. Boom, here. So yeah, I always have people coming to my page and they don't like my name, the deviant witch. Like, why would you associate with deviants and the yada yada yada? It doesn't bother me because I'm so used to it, and people just don't really comprehend, and that's on them, you know what I mean? But I like what they say, like their opinions, they don't matter to me. Um, but I take that and we talk about it because I think that it's important for people to have conversations. And I also think that, not everyone is there, because it took me some time to not be so offended when people came for me or when people, wanted to, say something that wasn't very, constructive or nice, right? And so I'm just like, whatever. Like, it took me a long time. I used to fight a lot. I used to argue a lot, and I still fight if I have to. But like, it doesn't, like, their opinions don't matter. But what matters is like our conversations. What matters to me is what I provide here, as well, as what we communicate about. And I think that having an open conversation about these things is healthy. I think it's important, and I think that it will also show other people that, what, people can say what they want, and it's not anyone's business. If they want to say something, let them say it. That's on them. They have to live with that. We don't. That's not our life. It's not our choice. And so, but it's good to have those conversations to even boost people up, to uplift, to share, to encourage, like, to find your own voice and celebrate it. So yeah, I know and that's the thing. It's like, first of all, who are you? Like, there's nothing wrong with deviancy. There's nothing wrong with, deviating from what we should encourage that, honestly, deviating from what society expects of us, or what society says is good, because usually it's a bunch of bullshit. But yeah, it's just so important more and more to just, uh, focus on what makes us happy and try to figure that out. Anyways, today, we are going to focus on working with Seasons of the Witch, Yule Oracle. So if you want, you can take some time to focus on your breathing. Take some time. I know. Oops. Well, hello, Shannon. I know, and it's like, now as I get older, and yes, I know I'm getting older, but as I get older and I get more, situated in my practice and learning and researching and just enjoying, I'm like, I don't. It doesn't matter. Just focus on you. Do you, like, embrace that? Like, I'm really not concerned. You know what I mean? So yeah, I've grown. Oh my gosh, celebrate that. This bitch has matured. So, yeah, take some time to ground and center, focus on your breathing, focus on your heartbeat, call in your spirits, your guides, your gods, your allies, ancestors, the source energy, whatever it is that you connect with, call that in, allow that to sort of like be present with you, to, impress upon you, to inspire you, just to say, hey, we're checking in, we're well, we're good, what's up? Right? And when you're ready, you can choose a number that pops into your head, one, two, or three. The first number that pops into your head, and just remember that all three cards are a part of our reading. So all three cards are part of this collective reading. The card that you choose that is impressed upon you is going to be your focal piece. So it just helps you take a collective reading and make it a little more personal. So one, two, or three, the first number that pops into your head. You can comment or write down whatever you prefer. Well, happy early birthday. Awesome. Oh, 39 is a good number. Oh, I love it. 3 and 9 are like my faves. Um, Congratulations. Happy birthday. Uh, Yesterday was my fiance's birthday. So that's fun. Birthday surprises. All right. Okay, one and a two. Oh, hello. And a three. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What do we have here? So, oh, 20. Oh, awesome. So many birthdays. I love it. Celebrate them, have fun with them. A lot of people don't celebrate their birthdays, and I'm like, why? Enjoy it, celebrate it, honor it. People think that once you're no longer a certain age, like once you're no longer, I don't know how old you have to be, but it's like, no, I celebrate my birthday all the time, like every day. No, but it's important to have fun, to enjoy, to celebrate life. So may as well always. One, two, or three, first number pops into your head. And so that's the way it should be. Yes. So the first card that we're going to talk about today is ceremony. Before I even get into it, ceremony. What does that say to you? How does that make you feel? Ceremony. What comes up? Like what ideas come up? What visuals come up? You know, key words: rite of passage, direction, intention. And the little blip here. What? So someone's gonna be 39, someone's gonna be 49. I love it. Ugh, that's fun. I call upon those heralds of winter, dimming the light for better sight. Hear thy praise spilling from thy lips, a spell I'll cast for thy spirits in me. Ooh. Ceremonies are rites of passage that mark the end of one way of being and the beginning of a new journey. We see them represented in birthdays, oh my goodness, birthdays, graduations, and in the case of magic, a series of steps that direct energy towards your desired intention. To perform a ceremony is a pledge to transcend your former self so that you may become wiser and more powerful. Hello. Um, you have pulled ceremony because you are ready to rise to a new level of being. Where you are now is much too small for who you're becoming. You are ready to expand and to start reaching for bigger goals. Hell yes. Do not be afraid of your power, for you are destined to do and have more extraordinary things. I am loving this. I don't know about you, it's giving me the chills. If ever you doubt yourself, know that you have earned your seat at this new table through the lessons, challenges, and hardships you have previously endured. You may wish to perform a ceremony of your own to cement your commitment to a new direction. Well, sugar, what does that say to you? Oh my gosh, you guys, this is I'm loving this. Okay, just wait till we talk about the other cards. So what does that say to you? How does that make you feel? Ceremony. Yes, let's live for the ceremony. Let's talk about this. So let's have a little conversation. Let me put that aside. Well, hello, Annie. Good to see you, Tracy. Um, uh I like it. Why do I like it? I don't know. No, I do know. Well, hello, Felicia. I like that. Yes. Closing of one chapter. And this is the thing. This is the thing. This is sorry, I'm like really excited. I don't know why. I'm just happy to Jasmine, you set me off. I'm excited to have everyone here. And no, I'm not on drugs, I wish. But no. I'm just weird. Anyways, so, ceremony. I'm happy for this and I'm excited for this because it's not necessarily the closing. It can be, for sure. It can be the closing of something, but it's more of like we're initiating into a new space. We're taking our challenges, we're taking all of our lessons and you know what we've worked for, right? What we've worked for, and we're now like digesting all of it and we're able to put it where it needs to fit, like in our space, in our life, and we are now becoming something new because we're taking everything we've learned up to this point and it's culminated into this place we are at now, and we have to recognize we're no longer the same person. Right now it's time to honor where we are because we're no longer that. That's still a part of us, but we're no longer that. We now have new lessons and new experiences to have based on who we currently are. Does that make sense? Um, yes, Annie, absolutely. I'm going to. Yes, we have germinated. Now we bloom. I like that. It's cute. Absolutely. Yes. So, ceremony. I think now is a really good time for us. Again, it's a good time for us to honor that, like to look at everything we've been through. Like this is a cycle, this is a time, this is a season, and we need to honor it, celebrate it. Like we have come so far, and we're not done. As long as we breathe, as long as we live here, we're not done, and we're constantly creating and constantly experiencing. Like, I look back at when I first started my page, right? When I co created with other people, and I look back at how young I was, and not just in age, I mean, I'm young every day, yes. But no, I look back and I see how new or young I was in communication, interaction, and relationships, and where I was problematic and where I was, learning to be supportive, and where I was trying to be a better person, right? For myself, and my community for sure, but for myself. And I look at everything and all of the arguments and the fights and the drama and the gossip and all of the wonderful things. It's a part of my story, right? And I look at it and I look at where I am at now. Without all of that, I wouldn't be where I am. And so I celebrate it and I acknowledge it and I learned from it and I continue to learn from it. Does that make sense? And so I think that's for each and every one of us to apply to our own life situation. We have all grown. We all have the opportunity to grow. We all have the opportunity to keep choosing for ourselves what we want out of our own lives. And so with ceremony, it is time. It is time for us to honor where we have been and where we currently are, and be excited for our future, where we're headed. Okay. And so I think that's important. So let's not spend too much time at the ceremony. Let's go into our second card, which is gatherings. Gatherings. Gather, gather, festive witches, speak of joy and drink to wishes. Take one, give two, celebrating all blisses. Well, well, well. I like that. So, gatherings, card two. Keywords: exchange, gifts, festivity. So, we had ceremony, a celebration, right? Sort of initiation. Then we have gatherings. We know gatherings like a group of people coming together, working together. And we have festivities, right? So, that's something to be mindful of. What does that say to you? What do you think of? How does that make you feel? So let's just take a little look see over here. For our ancestors, every day became a celebration of life. We have lost the drive for survival in this way. Today's social media and the hustle are our main priorities, so much so that it's easy to forget the joy of festivity and celebrate how precious life is. Times may be different than for our ancestors, but that doesn't mean times aren't hard for us too. Lean on your community for support. They are there to lift your spirits when you're down, to celebrate your wins, and to love you just because you exist. This card invites you to spend time with your community, call on your friends and family, or go out and build new relationships. Receiving this card is also a strong sign that two is better than one. Partnerships are favored. Two or more people will bring a much stronger chance of success for your situation. Additionally, this card tends to come to a reading when large gatherings such as weddings and births are imminent. This message, anyways, let's just go. Let's go. Let's talk about this. Gatherings. What does that say to you? How does that make you feel? What's up with this? I like it. I think that we also have to alter this a little bit because in the times that we're in now, it's very important that we be mindful of the type of gatherings we're at. We practice proper safety and health protocols and all of that stuff. It's important. We should do that anyways, but now more so, I think. But gatherings, it's time for us to gather our spirits. Maybe it very well could be. It could be a time of community. It could be a time where we maybe get together together with a couple friends and celebrate and ceremony, this really does speak of like coven, or not just coven but circle, or people who a group of people who have a common interest, who come together to share, to uplift, to create something magical. So maybe you have something that you really need to work on magically. You don't have a coven, that's okay. You're solitary, that's absolutely fine. So maybe now is the time to not make a coven, because that's a shit ton of work and it's so stressful. Oh my god. It is. But maybe it's time to maybe invite a couple friends over, like, hey, this is I really want to cast this, I really need to work on this. Would you be interested in helping me and participating and sharing an energy to make this happen? Does that make sense? And so now is the time where it very well could be to kind of like phone a friend and say, hey. And guess what, this doesn't have to be like in person. Like you can connect with, maybe you don't have a person who is willing to help you local, that's with you, right? Well, reach out to a friend across the pond or wherever, whoever is there, set up a time where you can interconnect and reach out energetically, spiritually with that, and connect that way, and come together for a common goal. Now is the time to have ceremony. Now is the time to celebrate, but it's to celebrate as well to build relationships, to network, and to build community, stronger community, and know that right now you don't have to do this alone. You don't have to do this alone. Okay? You are not alone. Never. And you never will be. I'm so sorry. you know, you won't be alone. It's okay to ask for help. So now is the time to do so. Now is the time to invite that in. Community, being joyful in self and partnerships. Yes, like that. Positive. This seems so directed for me. Yes, absolutely. Go all in. And you know what? Look, have fun, embrace like ceremony, celebrate, celebrate yourself, and allow yourself to enter a new phase, a new cycle, and honor it. And that's okay to be scared, because that's kind of fun too. And know that you are going to get out there and have that community, and no matter what happens, just embrace that current moment, that experience, and learn from it and grow from it. And if it doesn't work out there, well, guess what? I've learned, I've gained something from this, and I'm going to, keep perfecting myself so I can have something more of what I really want. Everything we can shift our perception about. Okay, so ceremony, well, hello, Jade, welcome. Ceremony, gatherings, and now let's take a look at the third card. Let me get a sip of tea. So, what are your thoughts so far? Let me know. Let me know. I need some tea. Third card. I hear ya. Mm-hmm. Third card is snow. Snow. There is beauty in the divine that settles on thy flesh, a magical enchantment bestowed in purity. Snow. Keywords: softness, patience, allowing. Oh my God, allowing. So let that sink. Snow, softness, patience, allowing. Ceremony, gatherings, snow, softness, patience, allowing. What does that say to you? How does that make you feel? Like what comes up when you hear this? So, how beautiful is a white winter Christmas? It's as if the heavens cover the world in a blanket of purity and blessings. The air seems fresher, everything looks brighter and cleaner. When snow falls, it feels like little drops of wisdom are falling from the cosmos. Each flurry offers a chance to connect with the divine for wisdom and guidance. Water has long been associated with access to the spiritual realms, and snow's healing properties are similar. But water can be overwhelming, chaotic, a massive force. Snow is soft, pure, and gently whispers, allowing its healing to settle lightly upon you rather than being overwhelmed by an enormous flood. Snow is falling, and you're spread as a reminder to soften. There is no need to know everything at once, nor is there any reason to rush. Allow things to gently come to you over time. Operating from a place of force is when mistakes happen. Or worse, you could end up running over everything and everyone in your path, causing more obstacles, heartache, and disruptions. Snow reminds you that force breaks more than it creates. Force breaks more than it creates. Be gentle as you move ahead and trust that all will be revealed in due time. Ooh. What does that say to you? How does that make you feel? Snow. What is that? What's going on there? What's Snow saying? What's up with Snow, y'all? Um, okay. So, oh yeah, snow doesn't it doesn't have to be like literal snow, y'all. Like, oh, it's not snowing here, so I don't connect with it. No, it goes beyond that. So right? So snow, what is it? It's softness. It's the power of water, the power of our emotions and spirituality, but from a very soft, like a gentle approach, you know. So yeah, how does that make you feel? What pops up for you? And so it's definitely saying, look, don't rush in, take your time. It's time to savor. This is a time of savoring. This is a time to savor your experiences, to celebrate yourself, to honor the process that in which you have become this new being, right? Honor how far you've been, and where you've come from, and all of that. Like, take time for yourself. And so yeah, there's always a replay for sure. This will be uploaded to YouTube. It's going to be back, it's going to be on Facebook. Yeah. So with snow, and snow mirrors ceremony. So what kind of ceremony? Well, take some time to think about it. Take some time to think about the process that is you unfolding into who you truly are. And so it is being patient with yourself, taking time to figure out like what kind of magic you want to initiate, right? And it is honoring the past, the present, as well as the future. It is making sure that you take time for yourself and allow yourself to be patient with you and the world around you. It is time to approach things with a more gentle hand. It's not coddling anyone. It's not like, walking on eggshells, but it is learning to not just like bust through doors and like break things and just, get all like forceful. You know, it is important that with snow we comprehend that we have to have we might be inviting a lighter approach to ourselves. Like, maybe we need to be a little more gentle, forgiving, accepting, and loving of ourselves, and apply that to the world around us, and to be a little more allowing of others to be who they are. We don't have to seek to control how other people or how they should fit into our reality. It is important that we allow other people to be who they are, because we can't control them, and that they are in our space for a reason. And we must be patient to unfold that reason at times. Does that make sense? Refreshed, purified, and gentle acknowledgement of what's around us. Absolutely, I like that. Hmm. I like that. It seems to tell me I'm not moving too fast. I'm on the right path. Yeah, and pace. Yeah, you don't have to move fast. This is a good time to and celebrate with community, to celebrate with friends, and to just take your time building relationships. Take your time. You don't have to like go all in at once. It's important that we learn to slow things down, and a little by little we allow ourselves to receive what we're looking for sure. Well, hello, Brenda. Good to have you here. Awesome. Snow is frozen water. Yep, what we said just a second ago. The frozen water. Yeah, how water can be a little more chaotic, a little more like overwhelming, right, and intoxicating. And snow, because it is frozen, it moves at a slower pace. So it could be aligned with like the unfolding of that chaos, right? And again, chaos isn't negative, it's not positive, it simply is. So with snow, it's frozen, so it can very well be like that unfolding of chaos little by little. So we have to be patient with ourselves as we deal with very intense emotional situations. Like maybe there's an intense emotional thing that is coming up, but with snow here, it's saying, look, it will come to you in bits and pieces. We will give you the opportunity to work with this, but it is up to you to work with it. And it's time to go slower. You don't have to just, it's like, ripping a band-aid off or ripping tape off your very hairy arms. And it hurts, right? Um, it's time to just process it a little slower. Okay. Uh, I'm trying to do this with myself and also my little ones. Allow them to be themselves. It might be just as tired and cranky with the stretches. Right, right. Totally. Um, so let's see. Exactly. It's its own space, its own creativity. I'm totally Harriet. I'm okay with that. Like, oh my gosh, y'all, waxing. Oh, waxing is such a chore. No, yeah. Anyways. It's a quieting of our senses, but mostly people go through a period of grief. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And see, this is the thing too. Like in winter, it's like winter can unearth like harshness, unearth challenge and friction. And again, it has like winter blues, right? So with all of this, I think this is a really great way to help us sort of like navigate those winter blues or whatever challenges or hardships that come up for us, each and every one of us. We have unique, differences and things that we will go through. And so this is like a layout, ceremony, gatherings, and snow. So I think that it is important for us to honor, how far we have come, and honor and recognize, look, I am not the same person that I once was. So I cannot respond as that person anymore. I have learned, I have grown, I have educated, I have worked through, I've done therapy or something, I've worked through shit, right? So I'm not that person anymore. So I can respond from who I am today, right? And so honor that. Give yourself initiation to who you are now and where you're headed and have fun with that and learn to ask for help and know that you're not alone and know that it might be important to reach out and connect with other people and practice with other people when able, right? Or get other people involved so you're not doing all of the work alone and that you can actually have assistance, right? Allies. And take your time, go slow, know that it's not going to be solved overnight, and that is okay. There is an adventure and excitement as it unfolds, even in the most chaotic of times. There's a preciousness of seeing the things as they are cold and as they unravel. We do go slower, but we also take time to appreciate the beauty. When we are able to take a step back and appreciate things, we're able to see the beauty for what they really are and what they have offered us. But if we're going too fast and rushing into things, we're not able to really see that. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's wonderful. I mean, that you're sharing and helping where you can, Tracy. That's awesome. Uh, right? Yeah, I hear you. That's good. And in our own time. And I guess I'm rambling now. So let me know your last minute thoughts before we close this up. But like, I think that's another blessing of snow too. Like this energy. It's saying it's in our own timing. We don't have to rush through things. We might need some extra time. Someone else might be there, right? Someone else might be where we want to be, but that's for them. That's their story. That's what they're working through. That's good for them, happy for them. We go at our own pace. We acknowledge that, we celebrate that, and we work with that. And we get there when we are able. We put that first, right? So, uh, well, hello, Scarlett. Hello. Uh, Awesome. Yes, yes. So, with all of that being said, y'all, ceremony, gatherings, and snow, today I want us to think about, how can we celebrate ourselves? Like, what do I want to celebrate? Like, how far, like, reflect a little. Like, what have I been through? And don't get stuck in the challenge, but get liberated from the challenge. Liberate ourselves from what we've been through, and be excited because we are no longer there. We are moving forward, and we are choosing every day. We choose ourselves. We are choosing for something that fits better for our lives, and keep figuring it out. Keep celebrating, keep getting together with people, networking, building relationships, and take your time. Take your time, and when you go slower, you're able to honor and enjoy the process. And I think that's a huge thing. Like, enjoy the process as it unfolds as best as we can. Sometimes that's just screaming, and that's okay. All right. So that's that, y'all. So I really thank you all for being here, sharing this time and space with me. It really means a lot to me. I appreciate you. If you want to, and if you want to donate or tip your witch or whatever, you don't have to, but if you're able to, that helps. It does. And you'll find the links in the description below. Also, I'm still taking intentions and names for our community working by donation. So if you want to be in on that, you can message me. I have a few more spaces for poppets in the US only. So I have a few more spaces I can do, and I won't be taking any more until after the first of the year. I feel like I'm forgetting something else. If you want a digital copy of my book, you can message me. That's on sale as well. I posted that all on my page, but you never know who's going to see what. Facebook wants you to pay for advertisement, and I'd rather not at this time. You know what I mean? So I'm really excited for all the stuff we're about to do. We have a lot, and I'm really happy for where we're going to take this. I can't wait. There's something I'm working on, and I can't wait to share it with you, but it's not there yet. Um, yeah, so have fun, everyone. And like always, I'm absolutely approachable. It might take me 5 years to get back to you, but like um, you can message me if you have a question, if you want to talk. If I'm able to, I will respond, and I will get back with you. I am about to go sew on some eyeballs for the poppets that I get to send out this week. So again, y'all take care. You have fun, and I will be back tomorrow with another card perception, a reading. Thank you, and be blessed.